What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel. Hold on, give me the What's up, everybody? So this is my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything, and welcome. I'm Yimbo, and this is my show on Sunday nights. Yimbo buys everything, although not, really these days, but that's okay because that's what we're going to talk about. So hello, this is episode I don't even care anymore because all this is just so awesome. Let's get to the chat. Let's get to the comments. You know this is what I love. Here we go. Red Space Ranger, thank you for jumping over from YouTube or from Instagram to over here. Thank you so much. And there he is, my boy Eric. What's going on? That's King Eternal on YouTube, but he is up right now on the Toy Pick Community Top 5 feature voting as Autumn Knight. So go check out Autumn Knight. Go check out Toy Pick Community. And my other friend, my other close toy friends is Realm of Toys. Our boy Frank is also up for it this week. So good luck, guys. Congratulations. My boy Paul's here. What's going on, dude? So everybody, I say it all the time, but again, watch Paul's stuff if you like positivity in terms of video games. He's amazing. I love that guy. So Paul, thank you so much, man. And like the man says, if you can please hit that like button. I always forget. I still, after doing this for so long, I forget. So if you could hit that like button now, that would be fantastic. If you are new, hello. This would be really cool. So the chat is great. I am here to welcome you to and introduce you to all these friends in the chat and new friends. So you're a new friend. This is fantastic. So if you're new here, say hi in the chat. Let me know in the comments, all of the fun things if you're enjoying the stream. Because this is just growing and it's awesome. And I'm super excited. Thank you, my friend Josh. So First Strike Figures. This is my boy Josh. He was just over on the Toy Talk for You Instagram Live. Doing a show about The Thing. They're doing a movie review, so that's going to live on the Toy Talk for You page. So again, check that out. Sub them as well. That's run by some of my friends, Toy Father and No Chewing and Cox Create and Toy Attic. So again, go check them out. Give them a sub as well. Of course, yeah, man. And yeah, dude, this is so great. So yes, this shirt. I made a joke about it on Instagram. I bought this in the spring from Target. This is my Target drip. This is $6. It was a $6 clearance buy. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I love it. So I wore it to school once last spring. I plan on wearing it again. It's got Cyclops, Wolverine, Magneto, and the X-Men logo. It makes me happy. All right. So, who else is here? Big Manny Fresh is in the house, and my boy Rusty. What's going on, man? Right, $6. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is. It makes me so happy. And there he is. There's Cox Create. What's going on, man? So yeah, I have a lot to go over. I do. And it's funny because I have been hesitant on buying new things, as I've been explaining. Obviously, times are tight, money, everything costs a lot. And Hasbro seems to be, we know, pricing themselves maybe out of my toy budget at this point. So let's talk about all the focus. I'm so excited. Let's focus on all the good things. All right. So I'm going to start. And again, if you're new to the stream, I'm a toy photographer. So a lot of the stuff I also like to do before I get into the figures is hit you with some either toy photography tips or some purchases that could be used as props. So these are quick. I posted a reel on Instagram. I took some shots around Target when I went with my family on yesterday. So the Halloween stuff is decked out. It's been, I guess it was like a week or so since we had since we did our family trip. So this was full blown Halloween. I grabbed spider webs, bag of spider webs. They're stretch spider webs. They don't seem to be like the really. Let me see if I can get that focused up. It's not like, I don't know. I was going to say, it's not like the old kind that kind of gets still everywhere. It looks more like cloth base. It's indoor, outdoor. You have to unwind rope-like coil of web. I don't know. I just thought my wife can put this around the house and I'll just take a little piece of it and sprinkle it in my Yimbonia. I have a cemetery outside of Castle Grayskull now that I've been developing. So I'm going to get to add that in there. Let's see. Yimbo buys everything except Hasbro. Well, I wish I could say that. I honestly do wish I could I can't quit you. I can't quit you, Hasbro. I just can't. I'm trying to. I am trying. Yay, Roman Toys. Yes, see? Awesome live. Josh and Danny. Our two Joshes. I said my two favorite Joshes were in the Toy Talk. I can cut a chunk of that. Exactly. So that's what I was saying, Josh. Thank you. Cut a chunk of that off. Put that in the dio. So I'm going to just try. Spread it around. Even just in my street, I think it can work. My little like city block. Because just in little corners and stuff. Anything. That's my big recommendation. Anything that you can do to add that like a grittiness, a texture, anything to your diorama setups. Like, I love diorama prints. If you're just using the diorama prints, then it's good to like enhance it with all of your props and accessories. So little things like this, I think, will help. And this was $3 or $5. And then the other, where is it? Where did I put them? They were right here. Oh, here they are. I told you, I need to be better about my notebook. I remember I used to write all my notes out. I've been a little lazy about it, and I've been strategically placing my whole show like around my feet. Anyway, for $5, they have these gravestones. So beware, rip. They're made out of wood, and boom. So I thought having them turned backwards, and then I think my friend George, Agent Variant, who's been on this before, had reached out and said, "Oh, dude, you got to weather those." So yeah, I will. Right now, these are going to live on top of like my mantle place in the living room, and then when I need them, that's when I'll get to customizing. So I'm excited. These were only $5 in nice like wood blocks. So those are neat. I was happy with those. So again, I was looking for budget things. I wasn't good. There was a ton. There's a lot of cool stuff. I just happened to, like I was saying, I'm catching myself. I'm trying to make sure I have money for these upcoming toy cons that I'm going to be going to. And that's something else I will be addressing as well. So anyway, moving on. Yimboni is running wild, brother. You know it. All right. Gotta have to ration those spider webs out for the Spider-Man. Yeah. Ooh. How did I not think of that? Because I have like these really great custom webs from Webheads on Instagram. His webs are fantastic, and I know people can make their own, and I know people have made great ones. I love these. It's just the way it's like this attention to detail with the fine and the winding of it. It's just so good. But yeah, I didn't even think of like the using the webs as like a net or catching the bad guys. Duh. Thank you, Eric. It's spooky month. Yeah, cover. All right, Josh. So it's spooky month. I cover myself in those spider webs all month. So is that it? Is it kind of like blue varsity blue with the whipped cream? But spider webs? I bet those webs catch accent lights really well. I guarantee you're right. I guarantee it. And I hadn't thought of that either. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm definitely going to get those going. So those are my little toy photography. That was it. My little toy photography tips. This was a cool purchase because I have been actively like not getting these guys. I do have, and I said it, I have so many of the other things. The Batcave, I'm getting the Villain's Lair, I have the Batmobile, but then I didn't have like the core figures. I got the Riddler for probably full price, but maybe on sale. And then I had the Catwoman for $5. I got him for $2. Penguin. So that makes me obviously very happy to come home with a figure for $2. And I've been giving these to my kids to play with because they're 3, and these are essentially 5 POA. This is a five points of articulation. It's the knees, the shoulders, and then the head. I think that's a 5 points. Yeah. So maybe 7. Oh, because of the knees and the hips, maybe. But he's great, and I actually don't have a penguin like that I can shoot until now. So that's gonna be really awesome. That's what I thought. That's what I was imagining. What's going on, Sunsy? How you doing? No chewing. Oh man. So where to really go now? So here we go. At my feet, I have McFarlane's. I'm all about them now. I'm all about them, and I have fun little stories to tell about them. So I have those. I have a lot of Marvel Legends, a lot of Spider-Man based Marvel Legends to review. And then I have my pile of toys that I'm going to, show you for future things that I'm excited about. So where would we like to begin? What would you guys like to do? So in the chat, let me know. I'll do the first thing. First, first one up. So it's really like a Marvel Legends show, McFarlane show. Those are the primary ones. Oh, that's what I want to show you. I do have 2 more. Hold on. So while you guys are figuring out what you would like me to discuss first, has anyone used these NECA ones before? I know, Eric, you said they were maybe not great, so I might return these. They were $12 for 10. I finally have been like ripping open my McFarlane. So like the ones that I've been buying on clearance, I've been opening up, getting the playing card out and the stand and actually throwing away the boxes, which is like kind of freeing. It felt really good. So when I saw these, I've been using those now for shots, but they don't work with Marvel Legends. Like the McFarlane ones, the holes don't match up. So this claims, proudly pose your favorite 6 to 8 inch action figures with these 3.5 diameter, whatever. Do you know that these fit? Do these fit Legends? Like, will they fit both? I'm trying to figure that out. That's like, I'm kind of seeing the use of these, and I feel like I've been like playing on hard mode for the last couple of years by basically doing all of my posing, as Eric knows, with balance. So yeah, I feel like that's been on hard mode. And now, like, once I started using some of these McFarlane stands, and I did get one Hasbro stand with my Destro. So I've used that too for Legends and Joes, but I just have the one. So let me know. Let's see. I haven't used those stand. Oh, the flight stand, people say stick. Okay. So, you know what's a good one? This is the one that came with my Superman. This is the McFarlane one. I honestly like haven't bothered trying to use it until today. I was like, you know what? Let me just check it out. This is a really tight grip, and it held Superman up by the leg, which is clutch. My Mezco one, I use that to shoot a post I'm going to be doing tonight after the stream. I'm going to post with Toy Father and Action Figure Dreamer. We have a Spider-Man Venom shot thing coming up. I think it's tonight, right, Marco? But yeah, so I used a Mezco stand, and that Venom with the wings was brutal. So I do need better stand options. I made my own flight stands with like a wire hanger. I made one. It's fine, but even then, it's still not great. I like my Hasbro stands, but then that couldn't hold the weight of Venom up with the wings. So I don't know. Are there really, like, if anybody has some suggestions, because honestly, I've been veering away from a lot of web swinging and flying stuff lately. If I do it, it's been like close-ups. So I don't have to edit too much or do too much with stand usage. So that's just time saving. So it bums me out because I really do like the opportunity to do all that stuff, but balance is king. The first few times I use stands and post figures, the ankles get weak and tip. The peg holes are stretched out, so I'd use other foot for a segment. Okay. Let's see. Ever hang your figs with wire? Man, so Josh, you're there too, man. I've talked to a lot of my buddies in my wrestling group chat, in my collab group. They do that stuff. Like I have. So again, Realm of Toys is ridiculous. Legends of Wrestling, Sean's Toy Chest. Like I think Sean in our chat showed me. So I apologize for telling you like behind the door. The bottom line is I've seen really cool videos and pictures of the wire usage for these wrestling shots. There's Matt Goldberg, he's like ridiculous. He's the AEW, photographer, toy photographer. Same thing, like that wire stuff, slobber knocker fig photos. Like they get the tripod and a broom or something, and I'm just not there, only because my current setup just doesn't allow for it. So I'll figure it out. I think actually I could do something now that I'm like looking. I have the NECA thing, and then the extreme side. Maybe I could do something like that. I do have fishing line, so it's not like out of the realm of possibility. But anyway, so if you do know about these, if anybody has any knowledge of these, I'd rather save $12 if they're not going to work with the Legends. That's primarily why I got them, because now I have so many McFarlane ones that I can use with NECA figures. So let's see. Realm of Toys needs to do a BTS. Oh, I know. All right. So did we decide? Let's see. Toy Addicts in the house. I'm giving you shout outs. Nice job on that the thing review today on Toy Talk. Did anybody say no? So where am I going to go? You want Legends or McFarlane? I mean, because really that's the main stuff. I'm also going to be discussing the Hasbro releases. I'm going to be discussing the Mezco drops. So we're going to do that stuff too, but that's not in hand. So let's see. The stands are from Target. Oh, that's true. You know, I really don't abuse their return system. I don't. Like, I just return stuff when I need to. So you're right. I'm in pretty good standing with them. So yeah, if I just go, they don't work with they wouldn't work. Like if I bought them for Legends and they don't fit. So thank you. On the nose. Thank you, Eric. Okay. I'm just gonna call it. You guys, let's see. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. Winged Venom. So number one, I'm going to show you. This is the movie Venom. And I have been on record as saying many times, I absolutely love... come on. I love when the autofocus gives me trouble. Because you want to see this face is so just gnarly. The teeth, no, it's not going to work for me. All right. Try one more time. Come on, Venom. Sorry. Oh, okay. So Venom... This is one of my favorite Marvel Legends. It's one of my favorite book. I like the feet. I don't care. I think the feet are cool, the toesies and all that stuff. He is one of, like, literally the most dynamic, out of the box, ridiculous Marvel Legend figures. The smooth butteriness of it. I mean, he is a gnarly, beautiful figure. So I'm starting with him to explain, because there's that. Oh, and then here's the movie head. There's the other one, the tongue out. Anyway. All right, so I love this figure. That's the point. So when they announced this Venom and Knull 2-pack, I was super stoked because they're using the book. So here he is. And it's in the classic comic. Like, that's the one knock. That's the one knock I have, is that this is the movie version with the veins and not this version. Oh, man. Okay. So you can see the difference. Oh, there it is right away. Let's see if I hold that and I add him in. Can you see him? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the difference between the movie head and the comic book, but oof, it's so gnarly. So I really like the texture, the glossiness of it too is actually nice for it. I guess they could have done added a little bit more paint to the tongue or the teeth, but again, that's nitpicking. So, of course, it's the exact book. So he's incredibly posable, great feeling, yada yada, all the good things. On the back, and I'm sure you guys already know, but look at that. How cool is that? They painted on the inside of the holes. Shoot. So those are the notches for the wings, but the paint goes down and in. So really, for shots, I don't think anyone's ever going to know. That looks pretty cool. So, or, like maybe a little editing there to plug that hole. But that's really neat that the paint goes all the way down and inside. I thought that was a nice feature. Whew. Now, I'm starting with Venom. I love Venom. I love Eddie Brock. I just love Venom. I love Venom. Now, the wings are number one. These are insane. They are so cool. Like, these are so gnarly. And like, you can see the detail and like the leather-like textures, the rips. I mean, these are straight up awesome bat wings. Look at that. There is some articulation here. Boop. Boop. See, I'm doing this stuff slow because I've been warned with what is it? The gargoyles. People cranking that around and like not supposed to do that. So I'm not sure. Like, I think this one is supposed to be moved around. Yeah, like that's meant, because this is not, now that's popped in, that's in there. So I really like the wings. Now, here's my problem. You're about to start. You know what? I should have started at this, because now I'm going to start sweating. As I was sitting on the couch watching movies with my wife, I'm trying to pop this in. I don't know what my problem is. Do I have to heat this up? Like, I have not been able to get like a pop. I have not been able to get like it to pop in. It hurts. It like does not sit right. So here's my main gripe. This is a ridiculously gorgeous figure. I am happy I spent my money on it. That doesn't mean that I'm not a little incensed. Now, let's look on the positive. Perhaps Hasbro did make this slightly tighter than usual because they know with wear and tear, you would get to that loose point. So maybe it's that reason. And you know what? If that's the case, that's why I don't want to get mad, because maybe that was somebody's decision making. And that would be really cool to like think of us, the people that are going to be like popping these things on and off. They're not just going to live in a box or live on a shelf. Like, we're playing and using these guys. However, you can't tell me this is a kid's toy. Like, this is not a kid's toy. And that's, look. And this is the problem. Now when I go to move it up, it falls out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I have to use the hair dryer. I did manage to jam these in enough, and I did get it balanced. But man, I can't. This is the same like issue I had with it. There we go. All right. And now look how gentle. Seriously, I'm giving you this is my experience last night, and then oh my god. See, because then once the one side is in, then you have to be careful because this other one will just fall out if I bump it too much. Oh, come on. Come on. All right. That's good. See, like, this is good. This is going to fall out. It drives me nuts. And you know what, chat? I apologize. Because this is... I'll see. Now I'm sweating. I did it. I'm sweating. Okay. Positive. When it's set up, good God. Right? Like, look at the wingspan. That's literally side to side. Now, I've done this before, for like Falcon and stuff. Look at how this is massive. And it's heavy. So I could definitely stand them and everything with it. But, ooh, man. So looks are a 10. And then use, I'm shining now. So I don't know. I don't know what to like. I'm happy I have him. I'm very happy. I don't know how often I'm going to end up using these wings, but I do. Let me know. All right, so I'm going to check. Thank you, Frank, immediately. Okay, put some boiled water in the hole. All right, that's what I'm going to have to do. I personally, I know I've done the boiled water. I've done the boiled water. I've gotten pretty good now with gauging a hair dryer. I just noticed a little scuff on the back paint. A little nitpick. So I prefer personally, I like using a hair dryer just because like I'll be able to hit it for 10 seconds. I usually put my hand there. Like today, I kind of burned the inside of my finger from all of my modifications on my McFarlane's. But yeah, will heat it up. I usually keep my finger there. This way, when that starts getting hot, 10 to 30 seconds, and that should work. So I'm going to have to do that. But so thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'd be worried about moving the wings and scraping the paint. I also had that thought. That's why I don't want to mess around too much with it because, like, as of right now, obviously, unless I'm focusing on his back, but really, like, if it's blurred, if it's in a bokeh, you're never going to be able to tell. So I think that one's awesome. He also comes with this gnarly, face. And obviously, what's really cool is I now have 4 Venom heads. All of these will work on this buck. So I don't know what to do. I'm not going to give this guy up. I actually really love the first Venom movie. Let There Be Carnage. I wasn't like crazy about, but I like to see where they're going. I love Tom Hardy and I love his Venom. So I'm going to keep this. And I do obviously like having now 4 head sculpt options. And the movie one, let's see. I just want to show you the comparison of the 2 specific types. Let's see. Can we see it? Bop. Maybe it's focused on me still. Come on. There we go. Movie, comic book. Now, the movie one it has a little bit more. Let's see if I can get it. Come on, focus. Sorry. It looks to me that there's a little bit more detail in paint, but man, no, you know what? It's really not. What they did on the movie version, come on, Let's see. There it is. See how there's the gums? That's it. The gums are like down in between the teeth a little bit. Like they're all, so it does add some like pink. I mean, it's pink, but it's like from afar, like just it looks grimy. Whereas these are just the gums actually stop at the top of the teeth. See that? Nice and clean across. So that's a difference with the tongue faces, and then with the head. Why did I just pop the other one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So here we go. Maybe I'll do this way. Come on, focus. 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 One of these days, guys, I will get better equipment. I promise. So anyway, the teeth, same deal. There is more like yuckiness on the gums and on the there it is. See that? Like it just looks dirtier because it's just the gums are bleeding down into and all around. Like it's intentional. It wasn't a crappy paint job. This was actually done, I believe, like that was the intent. And again, well, this guy just went to the dentist. So he's all nice and shiny, right? You got the whitening treatment. So I'm cool with it because comic book, movie, and now with the same buck, like that's neat. That's very cool. So I really like this. And now, no. I know next to knowing. It's terrible. I know next to nothing about Knull. What is it? The King in Black, right? So I plan on it. I think people have been saying cool stuff about that whole, symbiote planet, the whole storyline. So one of these days I will get back into reading comic books. He is neat. He's another guy that I'm happy I have him now because it's Halloween, spooky season, and I don't know what to do with him outside of put him with Spidey and Venom maybe, but that's going to be okay. He has this awesome sword. I don't know. It's not the Necro sword, is it? I couldn't even tell you because I have no knowledge of this. I'm not pretending. This is just nasty. So I would assume it's not the Gore Necro sword, but whatever the symbiote sword is, it's the details on it. I mean, it's awesome with the Carnage symbiote, the Black symbiote. It's just really neat. So, where's the other guy? Oh, the head. And that one, I like that he came with two heads. I'm happy because that's very stoic, very regal looking. And then you just have no lips. I don't know. It's just weird. So he's neat. He only has, that's it. These are his hands. He came with the sword and the extra head. So I was able to, pre-order it from Target, waited forever. But when I was able to actually, I think canceled my original and reorder it when it went on sale. So I was able to luckily save a little bit of money, maybe 73 and the 5% off, or it could have been even a little, I don't know, but I was around that. So not cheap. And it's a 2-pack that they're not going to get from me anymore. Like I have my figures. So Venom, I think I have to tap out of Venoms. I say that because right now, should I segue? I'm going to segue real quick. All right. Well, no, not segue. I am going to do a little timeout and then this is Yimbo's thoughts. Okay. I'm going to try to, I'm stopping myself. I'm just telling myself, no, I am no longer buying toys that I think will be worth something if I don't think I'm going to open it, play with it, and shoot it. I have so many toys that I bought of things that I'm interested in, but then maybe, I'll just hang on to that for later or And, 2 years into toy photography, there's stuff that I look at my tubs and when I go through and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to open that. Why do I have that? To sell? My buying and selling is just to keep me afloat in terms of my toy budget. But I try not to do the scalping thing. I'm not saying I've ever been an angel about it, but really, no. I typically don't buy and list because this is getting into it now. Spider-Man Noir, has been a hole in my collection in my heart. And It said it was in Target the other day, my local one, and my wife went for me, and it was not out. And now it says it's out of stock. So I know based on their stupid system now that if it's in stock, it was in the store somewhere and probably in the back. And now it's gone. If it says not sold in the store, that means it hasn't arrived to that store yet to even be processed. So that means it's still like you can still hold on to hope. So now every single Target by me is now sold out. That makes me mad because I looked on eBay and some guy's selling it for $36 with $11 shipping. So you mean to tell me that you bought Spider-Man Noir to flip it for what? It's a $30 figure. You're selling it for $36 and the shipping you're paying for. So I know eBay fees. You just screwed me. Like you screwed me and anybody else that wanted to buy it and for nothing. So that is where I am done. I'm just, look, here's another perfect example. The Headless Horseman. I wanted it. It came with a horse yesterday. This is the 4 Horsemen Mythic Legions. It's a gorgeous figure. It has that incredible wired cape. And I thought, okay, like this will be worth some mythics. Like they hold their value. It's amazing. I'll take it out. I'll shoot it for Halloween. And then to do what? To hurt somebody else that could have wanted it down the road and that maybe couldn't afford it for right now. So I just passed. I hope that everybody that wanted to get that got that. I'm out of that game. That's it. I'm only buying things that I'm keeping from here on out. Like in terms of like my toy collection. Obviously, I'm holding on to boxes and things because one day I do hope my collection can help in some regard. Maybe my kids can sell this stuff and make, pocket some money. But I'm out. I'm out of that. Like I'm going to keep selling my older things from like 2005. But I just hope that that's maybe something that we can all start to consider because I know it's the game and I know I've been playing it. But maybe if we just stop and send the message, not just to the big companies, but to the scalpers, like, I don't play that game. So thanks, Manny. I'm trying, dude. Like I said, like, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't been guilty of like, ooh, I'm going to get like I have the Bad Batch. I've never opened the Bad Batch. I think the show is cool. I didn't like fall in love with it like I thought I was going to, but I also didn't have the connection to the lore of like Clone Wars and everything. I've wanted to. Now it's just a matter of time. Like I should have watched that. I should have already consumed that at some point in my life. And now it's still like, I got to wait till my kids are a little bit older and then maybe I'll watch it with them. But for the time being, I have these figures and like, to me, that's a perfect example of like, oh man, like, somebody probably would have really wanted to open them up and play with them. So really, I'm out. I'm only buying stuff that I want, not, and I'm going to open. And that's what's really cool about me now stopping this FOMO for myself is that I went a long time without a new toy. And then I got all these cool toy deliveries. So like I said, this was the big one. I was really excited about them. And then I also have been looking for these or waiting on these guys forever, the Ned and Pete 2-pack. So let's talk about these guys next. This pack is it is the bee's knees. It's the cat's meow. I love, like, that's how I feel about this set. Hey! Sorry if I hurt your ears. That's how I feel about this set. I love it. 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 Oh man. So Tom, I mean, like the smiling one, I'm not gonna lie, is not like it's not perfect, but it is that kind of charm. I like Tom Holland. He's charming and goofy. But the real winner, all right, spoiler alert, this is the next legend I'm going to be talking about. To me, that's the head sculpt. Let's see. Oh, you're not going to show me? There it is. That is a Tom Holland. This is far superior. Of course, as I'm talking, I should have grabbed the one that came with the Walmart No Way Home figure that I bought, because that Tom Holland does not look like this. Is much better. This is a really, really good one. So it's so neat. I haven't taken the book bag off of Pete yet, but it can, and it looks easy enough. It is like plastic straps. Let's see. How would one go about doing this? Above the arm, like lift it up, maybe? It's a little awkward trying to do this on. camera. If I push the arms. Oh yeah, so I guess I could just go up that way. All right. So let's take it off. Let's take it off. Josh, keep those cobwebs on. Just kidding, first strike. Let's see what King Eternal's saying. I don't know the fun about Horseman. That horse is reusable. Yeah, dude. Like I said, if I didn't have all of those conventions coming up, then yeah, this would have been a slam dunk. Oh, I'm gonna get that. No problem. Cool. I'm like having the darndest time taking this off right now. What is going on? Well, do these arms pop out? Should I pop them out? Should I try? See, like I really don't like messing. Nope, I don't want to mess with it. Oh, come on. These pinless. All right, so the pinless is cool and like also not like this is what I'm just worried about. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you guys. It's like I just got some separation in the bicep. Hasbro, you're not getting any more of my money for a little bit. I love you. And I have a complicated relationship with you right now. And that's okay. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still not crazy about some of this new plastic that they're using. I'm not a fan of it. It's a little too gummy for me still. Can anybody else help out? Like, how do you get this book bag off? Let's start with Ned, who does not come with the book bag. Now, he has no abdomen crunch, and I don't really care because he's not a dynamic. He is arms, single jointed elbows. He's got the hands. I think he came with an extra pair of hands. I think I already put the hands in my tackle box. But I like his design. I love the pants. I love the shoes. It's just a really cool figure. And most importantly, he probably can get seated in a chair. Probably. Like if I had to work on it. So he's great. So double jointed knees. I really like the design, the crunchy pant, like the bunched up. He's just it's a perfect Ned. It's a perfect Ned. I love that mask. And then his head sculpt, like you really can't complain about like the Hasbro face scans. Like they have been really good. One of these days I'm gonna have to do a stream on comparing MCU for like head scans from like their early runs from the movies, even like the 10-year anniversary ones. As you know, like I made a joke once about the original Thor 10-year anniversary looking like the Deep from the boys, because look how good they have been. So good. That's great. Tom's great. So as a background character, as as his role in the movie, as the buddy, as the sidekick, as the guy on the side, guy in the chair, awesome figure, really great. He came with this book bag with some camo design. So there's 2 backpacks in this pack. I guess. See now, this is the arms in the back. I'm such a knucklehead. That's part of the, doing this live on the internet. There it is. That's so much better. Duh. So I'll be able to take Tom's off now. Here's another little, again, small nitpick. Small. But it comes with, Peter came with a notebook. And if you notice, not a drop of paint, not a etching sketch logo. And I have good books from them. The Zemo MCU figure came with the Winter Soldier book. That is awesome because it's like textured and weathered and has the star on it. The one that came with the Gwen MJ, the retro one, has Midtown High, and it's awesome. And she had and even like the school folder, the like a Trapper Keeper type of thing. So things, like I said, on the whole, very happy I have them. I'm not crazy about, like I said, a little bit of the gumminess to some of that, but that's it. This is what I forgot. Duh. It's action figures. Of course. Take the arms in the back. There we go. Now, Pete, here's what's cool. He's got the upper torso with some nice dynamic twisting here. He does not have any waist, but look at that. He's got the shirt tail. He's got the shirt tail tucked out. Look at and then the collar. I love this toy. And he has the two hands, and he's got fists too. This is super neat. So I'm just stoked. This is a great set. Two new, I know it's be like, I got some more teenagers, but like it's again in terms of shooting my toy photography to be as realistic as I can make it. It is good to have different body types and heights and sizes and everything. So a couple of teenagers for the back of shots, but I kind of want to do a whole buddy thing. I don't know. I've been like really tinkering with the idea of doing more long-term storytelling. I know, Dan's Toy Art is a great example of that. And then my friend Dan, like the Captain 1134 does awesome stories. The martial arts geek, he's been killing it with these in this insane martial arts, just sequences, action fight scenes, and over multiple posts. So, yeah, I'm kind of itching to do that a little bit. But again, that's probably future me stuff when my kids get a little bigger, but that's okay. Like, I don't want to rush that. I'm not trying to rush childhood. Their kids are 3. I'm trying to like enjoy every day that I can, every second, because, I mean, everybody says it, but it is so fleeting. Like, they used to literally be the size of my forearm from my wrist to my elbow. And now they're just walking, they're talking. They can podcast with me now, these kids. All right, chat. Let's get going. Here we go. Hey, Trevor's 16 Shooters in the house. That's my man. I was saying, Trevor, that that horse, you almost got me with the shot. That shot almost pushed me over the edge, and if it wasn't for 3 cons coming up, I would have done it. All right. So Ned and Peter is done. I really like it. Again, I was able to get them also on sale. It was a pre-order sale. It was like one of those weird Target. You always check Target every Sunday. Check the Circle ads. They are like, people don't do it enough. Like, use the app, get a red card, but be responsible. You either get the debit, so like that that's what you have. I do have the Target red card. So again, it's just I have to be a little bit more careful. But getting that 5% off, it's nice. So it was the 5% plus thing, and they also like offer different things, 10% off here and there on orders. So this is the last one, and this is Iron Spidey. Well, the last Spider-Man figure I'm going to review for you now. And I didn't even bother getting the thwip hand. So he has only 2 sets of hands, which we know is frustrating. So he's got the fists and the thwips. He really, like, I used to be on board with, every Spider-Man should have 3 sets of hands. And now I'm on board with 4 sets of hands. And I can't speak to it yet, but I was convinced by another toy photography friend on Instagram, Agent Gomez. He was telling me, he sold me on the Amazing Spider-Man, the anniversary figure. Because, I'm not done with Spider-Man. Okay, this is more topical. I thought this was going to be the greatest Spider-Man of all time, Marvel Legends. That's what I was led to believe by the toy community and Hasbro, that this was going to be the one, because there's all these different, there's the pizza Spider-Man and the retro body mold, and then like, how many Spider-Man bodies do we need at this point? And I thought this was the end all be all because of the toes. Now, I love this figure. He also comes with the comic book Peter head, which is great, because it'll go with, it's the exact same version as my smiling comic book Peter head from my Craven 2-pack, where he's actually black eye and like bleeding. So it's the same head, just without the beat up. So I'm super into it. Love this one. But I was all stoked. And then I was talking to Agent Gomez, and he's like, dude, that's not the best one. He said the Amazing Spider-Man, like the anniversary edition, is better than this. He showed me how there's like, I think it's less gappage in spots, a little bit more compact, I think a little bit shorter. Now, he doesn't have the toed feet, but he assured me if I heat these up, these just pop off. I haven't done it yet. I don't usually pop Legends, but I'm going to do it. And I'll swap and I'll get the toes. But this is the big thing. See how there's the back neck there? It does get up, but it's still not like that's not great for Spidey. And when he started showing me these posing that he was able to get, you just can't get it out of this guy. So he's very cool. I'm happy I have him, but I'm a little bummed that once again, why is this not my perfect Spider-Man? So I'm trying one last time. I ordered that figure on Friday or Saturday. It's coming tomorrow. So I'll get to tell you if that's the one, but at this point, I really think moving forward, I still have the animated Spider-Man, the cel-shaded one coming. That's also on the Amazing Spider-Man, so it has the better head. So that's supposed to be a really good one. So if you have that cel-shaded one coming, maybe you don't need the Amazing Spider-Man unless you want that like original first appearance look. So I'm, I love Spider-Man, so I'm going to keep all these Legends. But from this point forward, after these last couple, I'm sticking with Sentinel. This Sentinel Peter, this is my favorite Spider-Man. Like, this is my favorite Spider-Man. It is, there's nothing, like, I know this doesn't have thigh swivel, but he doesn't need it because of how he is. I love everything about the smoothness, the pose ability, everything. I love this. I love this. So it's nice. I have a whole shelf full of Spider-Man figures, so it's just nice for having them. But shooting wise, it's this guy. And then we'll see about Amazing Spider-Man and the cel-shaded one. But yeah, I'm trying to not, I don't know. I think I'm going to be done. I have like 10 Spider-Man Legends at least. First Strike, dude. That is absolutely true. Trevor, like I said, he legit, I had to reach out to him to be like, I know I want this figure, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but that shot, like, I was sitting on the add to cart. What is going on, Toy Talk? Shouting you guys out. So again, check you guys out on Instagram. You did a live tonight. I appreciate it. It was $6 from Target clearance in the spring. I'm told Sentinel is the best. I'm holding out for the SHF. So I don't have my Spider-Man here. I canceled Toby. I did. I pre-ordered him immediately. I just canceled him. I'm not going to get Andrew, and I'm not going to get this SHF. I like my SHF Tom a lot. I have the Infinity War one with the arms. I really just don't like the thong. It's the look. And I forgot. See, this is how dumb I am. In the video, dumb is like, oh my God. I have the 3-pack coming, the Spider-Man 3-pack. Of course I bought that. And of course they're not going to have the head sculpts that I want. And that's okay. I did buy that. And I think that's coming out soon. That was supposed to be like March of 23. And people are already getting their Moon Knight, Disney Plus wave. And people are already getting, they were told like it's shipping yesterday, today, tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. So I might get that 3-pack early. Yeah, I do have a lot of Legends, man. I'm going to crack that open. I'm not going to. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I have too many Spider-Mans. I do know that my friend Toy Father, who's probably running Toy Talk account right now, he's in that same boat, if not worse. So we just love, it's our Spider. It's Spidey. Let's see, that Renew Your Vows has a Peter Parker head. That's a plus, and toe articulation. That body looks to be the body for the new Daredevil. Ooh, all right. Thank you, Santi. So you know what? That makes me really excited for the Oh man, honestly, all of the Legends should be on this torso-y buck. Like, there's no reason. I know you got the Vulcan. I know people like the Vulcan. I haven't messed with it yet, but I really like. I think my frustration is just like I said with the amount of Spider-Mans I have. Spider-Mans. But you can, I mean, yeah, no, this is a cool, this is a perfect example. And it's just silly criticism, but it's valid. But like, if he's trying to get down in the superhero pose, see, I can't get him to look up any higher. And that's a bummer. but it's a little nitpick. I'm gonna shoot this guy. I'm gonna post a shot tonight. I love this guy. I do really enjoy this figure. I'm still just a couple little things here and there. So every step is getting better. But if they're putting Daredevil, like this is my only Daredevil, and I do like this one a lot. But he does not have any butterfly shoulders and things, So that would be cool. Oh, and then the torso, you just get more. You can just do more because of this. Ready? Look at this. Like, bop. It's neat, I guess. All right. So renew your vows. I mean, there's a lot to like in the set. And then I like Spinneret a lot. My critique is this lower torso crunch that they're not giving the female figures currently. Let's say currently, right? I complained for how long about the double jointed elbows, and now their female body molds have them. So they're getting better, and she's got that. But the design I like the little boot cuffs. I lucked out. I also got clean paint apps, which I was very happy about. She also comes with the Mary Jane alternate head, a bunch of the hand. I think she also has 8 hands, because that's the thing. 6 hands. The Amazing Spider-Man comes with open grip hands, so that is now the big thing. Instead of 6 pair, like 3 sets. So instead of the fists, thwip, wall crawling, like grip. Like people are like, oh my god, when you have a Spider-Man that can hold something, it's like game changing. So that's another reason I bought the Amazing Spider-Man figure. So we'll see. Like I said, it's a waiting game. So I'm not buying any more Spider-Man figures. I have what's coming, and then I'll have to figure out when they get here. But Spinneret is very cool. I still don't know anything about the Spinneret version of the storyline, but I love Mary Jane, and I love the concept of Peter and Mary Jane like going out and doing heroic couple things, because my wife is my best friend. Yeah, I'm that guy. I know. And like it's cool. I like seeing representation of like happy married couples. How about that? That makes me happy. Right, let's see. Yeah, we told that one's the best. And let's see. Are you interested in the symbiote Spidey? No. I mean, yes, of course I am. But should I segue to here? Let's do this. We're closing in on an hour, which doesn't mean anything except I actually have an early bedtime these days. So let's do this. We're gonna go to. I'm probably not gonna get to talk about everything tonight. I really wanted to talk about Super Yimbo. I did the cape, guys. I did the cape. I think maybe what I'll do is, if I'm feeling good Monday or Tuesday, I have to pick a night. Maybe I'll do the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like Wednesday's Pick Bar night, and that's usually when I go live. Yeah, that's typically when I'm going live with Thor 2012, Green Geek 88, Blitzfig, the lazy boys who are on after me. Excuse me. So maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe if I just start there, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I can do my 10 to 20 minute, and I'll just focus on, just do a quick pop-in stream, and we'll review something, or I'll go over my customizations. Maybe that's what I'll do. So maybe Tuesday and Thursday. Here we go. Share the screen. Man, I have so much stuff to go over. Oh, I really set up like an action-packed show. I could do this for 3 hours. All right. Let's discuss Hasbro PulseCon real fast, because they almost got me to spend a lot of my money yesterday, but all of the cons. That's a really nice Han. Wow. All right, let me see how this looks on my screen. Okay, cool. That Han Solo looks sick, but I have an Endor Han with like a trench coat like that, so I'm passing. The Endor. Yeah, speaking of which, I have that Leia, I think, still. Unless I sold her. No, I think I have her. All right, moving on. Where are my... I'm just going to say... All right. I'm going to get Indiana Jones. I'm going to get Indy. It looks like they are on like Black Series bodies, right? Single jointed things. But it's Indiana Jones, so how truly dynamic do you need? And look at that picture. That's awesome. That awesome running shot. So I love the build-in artifact. once again, if this was a year or two ago, I would have immediately just pre-ordered the whole wave so I can build the Ark of the Covenant. But now times are tough, times are tight. Well, yada yada yada. So here, I'm gonna probably look for indie. I'm gonna get indie. I missed it. I missed Serpentor. I'm bummed when I first saw the reveal. I couldn't wait. I love my GI Joes, but again, I won't be able to really use this outside of Serpentor, so I didn't hurt me that I missed it. I was just would it have been cool? Yep. Like if you got it, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I was okay with missing it. I'm still waiting on Target to send me my Old Man Outback. So I'm waiting on Big Bad Toy Store to fulfill one of my Crimson guys. She looks awesome, sold out. And then I already have a barbecue. So, man, all right. So Cyclops, let's get into the Marvel stuff. Gorgeous. I want it, but I have my Mezco. I have that version with the jacket. So in the past, I would have said, oh, well, I need this one because, well, if I'm going to shoot Marvel Legends, and then if I Mezco, I don't care anymore. So I have a Scott Summers of that era in that look. These are all great, but not enough to get. This one really almost got me just from the nostalgic 90s. I remember that because I have the Morph figure still, the little 5-inch guy, and he's in that body. You can put that Wolverine head on, and I used to do that. So that's very cool, but no, I'm holding out strong. Dark Phoenix, I did order on Big Bad. She was sold out everywhere else, so that was where I had to kind of settle on just getting her there. This is ridiculous. I have that modular Iron Man that I still haven't opened, the last one. So pass for me. These Fortnite figures are cool, but I have 3 of them, and as great as they are, like I have 3 and that's it. This guy also tempted me because of this whole thing, but nope. Transformers, fortunately, I think they're neat, but it's not as a shooter, as a photographer, like let's see. Same with Rangers. Not my jam. Was that everything? Was that the big stuff? Oh, where's the Daredevil set? Where's the Daredevil? Is that gonna come up with DD? Is that a Daredevil? Let's see. Daredevil. Oh, there it is. Is this still available? Okay, it is. This set looks amazing. I have the Red Elektra comic book version. There she is. That's a way better face. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to have to take her off the shelf. We're going to have to compare. That's a much better head sculpt. What they gave us on... Here we go. All right, I'm going to look at you guys for a second. Let's see. There's my Elektra. This, what I'm holding in my hand, is like the classic female Marvel Legend face that they used for basically everybody. So what I mean, just the fact that it's a little bit different is very cool. That means they put, that is definitely a Elektra instead of like stock. And I love the size. Like I said, she's great. Oh, that hair, look, that is insane. I love it. All right. And now let's see what Santi's talking about. Dude, you are absolutely spot on. I did not look at it that closely before. Oh, yeah, that's great. So this set and Indy are who I really wanted from. Oh, and Morph. I want to get Morph. So it's still, that's like, dropping $100. So I didn't buy that because I have all the cons. I have cons on top of cons. So that was interesting. And now I'm going to go over here and let's see if I can switch my tab real fast. Now I guess I have to stop it there and then share. Coming back to you guys. All right. And then real fast. I love Mezco. I know not everybody is. Let's just quickly touch on, these are my initial impressions. Of course, number one, they're all sick. They're all sick. So if any of these tickled your fancy and you want to get them, that's awesome. This guy looks great. I thought the Union Carpenter or Union Gomez, whatever, is also cool. But for my space in my collection, I just don't have a real use for them, especially when I think about as much as I love my Rumble guys, outside of Vapor, I'm not great about shooting them. I can shoot Hawk more. I can shoot these guys more. I just haven't. So that's why I'm holding off. Let's see who is next. Of course, my internet is. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh man, I screwed it up. Sorry, guys. So Cousin Eddie, that's what I'm trying to get at. I passed on Cousin Eddie for the Christmas set, and then I got the Holiday Gomez from Cox Create from my buddy. So this Cousin Eddie is so good. I really do need to jump on him. And it says Bella. Is that supposed to be Bella as in the John Wick? Is that the dog? Is it actually John Wick's dog? Realm, is that the dog that you have with John Wick? Is that actually John Wick's Bella? Is John Wick's dog named Bella? Who is Bella? These are my questions. This guy looks sick. He looks crazy good. I don't know if I'm gonna go for him when he launches. Right now, Cousin Eddie is it. Cousin Eddie for me is the one that I want to get. Oh, and Death Adder. I thought it was Death Adler, but oh man, where is he? Sorry, let me see if I can pull it up this way. My wife helped me, by the way, with the Vapors visual thing. I could not solve it, and I really hope I win that $200 gift card because that would be awesome. Vapors vexing visual. There it is. Oh, and congratulations to all my buddies that won a Black Skull with the Rumblers Roulette. That was so awesome. Colton's Cooking Comics. Shout out to you, my man. HC Yellow Jacket, Simon Toast. I'm sure I'm missing people. Shoot, I'm sorry, but those are the names that immediately jumped out. Like, I had a bunch of people from my Mezco chat, so that was awesome. So very nice to see. There he is. So my first thought was like, oh, good, all right. Like, he's just like a Black Scully type of guy. But then it's like, oh, he kind of looks like Snake Eyes. And it's like, oh, or he just looks sick. I don't know. So I'm on the fence about him. He looks amazing. And I just have to see if I can start shooting some of these toys more. That's all. But I do think out of everybody, Cousin Eddie is coming home with me. Like he's immediately back. All right. Let's see. So I'm cracking you up, buddy. Let's see. My wife grew wings like that Venom. You should on my pre-orders. Well, did she carry away and drop you from a height from up top? Let's see. Next week I want that. The J. Kroll on you next time. No. All about Bartholomew Vex. That's his name. I mean, Josh, the outfit is straight up X-Men Hellfire Cat, right? Hellfire Club. Like, it's that look. It's sick. So I will look forward to those shots. Same thing with like the Atticus Doom. I love my Atticus. But for me, a paint swap is not going to cut it. Like, I'm still waiting on them to send me my Atticus Doom magic accessory pack, like that I paid for it. I'm still waiting on. So, I told you, like you only have so much of my money before like I'm going to stop giving you more of it until I get some things. So there's that. And LOL. Well played, sir. Well played. I love it. All right. So those are the things. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm at an hour. All right. Where's my time? 9:05. I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm going to go over my customizations later. Actually, you tell me, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Do you want me to talk about customizations or Comic-Con from last year? Because I have both queued up. Everything's there, but I should wind down so I can, like, after we're done. But I shouldn't go hours because I do need to hang out with my wife and go to sleep. Get a full night of sleep. So what do you guys think? Anybody in the chat real fast? Who's got the fastest thumbs? Do you want customized? You want to see McFarlane mods? Or do you want to see Comic-Con from last year? It's not like a ton. Like, I honestly, like, it's kind of weak sauce what I took last year because I was just going, and it was the first time I went to the very first Comic-Con in 2005, and then it wasn't again until last year. So, I went with my brother-in-law Mike, and we were just letting it wash over us, and I was just in toy heaven and just buying Aquaman Mezco, Thor, Comic-Con. All right, cool. There we go, fellas. Sharing the screen. Entire screen. Let's just do it. Here we go. Now remember, wait. Has lost permission to capture your screen. Is this not working? Oh my god. I'm gonna be all right. I can't. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right. So the one thing that happened, I'm gonna walk you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I just tried to do share screen with. I wish I could do the window. I can't do. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I might be able to do it. Let's see. Oh man, this is I'm knocking my head against some real toy stuff right now. Oh, share. I lost permission. So Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, I have to go into system preferences. It's probably because Chrome updated on me lately and I didn't realize, and then it's going to need me to restart, which would end the stream. So in not wanting to do that, that's annoying. I'm going to try. Will it do it? Window? It's like so frustrating because it's so close. I feel like I could do it. No, it's not going to let me. All right. How about this? On Tuesday, I'm planning right now, tentatively planning, because I told you, once I make up my mind that I'm launching these like weekly things, then it's game over. I'm just doing it, and then I'm committed. So I am like tippy-toeing around it because I'm just hopefully, let's see how tomorrow goes. Take it a day at a time. So Tuesday, I would like, I'll just stream and just talk about last year's experience. That'll be fun if you want to join in. So then let's just do some McFarlane stuff real fast. Okay. Question. Can I do anything with this? Is it really is it smart or dumb to try to list like a broken Mafex Superman on eBay? I'm talking like, is it worth trying to get 10 or 20 bucks? Because it would be sold in parts. I have the 2 Cavill heads. They're Mafex, so they do fit Mafex bodies. And do I just try to sell them for parts? Or do I keep the Cavill heads and then just use him with like goofy things with like my Mafex Batman figures? Like just maybe I have a shot in mind where I can do the Cavill head on a Batman body. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Do you think it's worth? It's probably silly. If you know what, if I have to ask, I probably already know the answer. This stinks. I hate it. But it did actually work out in the long run because whatever I ended up paying for this, I got my initial shots out of it. It was a learning experience with my first quote unquote premium figures. But I think this was the knockoff anyway. So I'm so happy I asked my wife, first of all, because I was like, what should I do? Because remember, so last week's show, I showed you how it like pegged in. They poured it into these pegs. I was just going to cut it because it's a plastic like thing that clipped over it. So I was going to cut it. My wife goes, that's a terrible idea. And she took it and got a knife and and they popped right out. That made all the world of difference because, I can't even show you the video that I did. I made a video. Guys, I had this show loaded tonight. Like, I have at least we've been hanging out and we're having a blast. So, like, I'm not really worried. Like, I know I've been having fun. So I hope you guys have been having fun. So I feel bad, though, because I had all this stuff. I just feel bad for myself. I had all this cool stuff to show you. I was trying to up my production values. So, long story short, I did it. It was really nerve-wracking. I have this little hand drill. If anybody ever wants to know what I bought, just send me a message after the show, and I'll go to my Amazon orders, and I'll just show you. It's a hand drill, and it just that's it. It's so great. And here is how he turns out. I was going to show you like the process. So anyway, he's got these gigantic pecs and these huge traps. So like he's got these big like divots right here. So that's where I put the screwdriver. I kept it on the black, not on the neck, and just literally where it was on here, that kind of like distance, I just bam. And because of these gigantic traps, it just bloop, bloop, bloop. And it was really funny because all of a sudden it just drilled through and I went, oh yeah, duh. He's like hollow on the inside. Just like stupid. But I was able to peg them out, and then I used my Plastalock glue and they poured it right in there. You have got to be kidding me. I love this toy. This is my Superman, guys. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't. Guess what? Hasbro's not getting $80 from me for a selfie series. That was a slam dunk. How do you screw that up? I've been talking about nothing but finding action figures that look like me for the last 2 years. I would have handed them this $60. I would have thrown, I would have, whatever. They made it 80. And that's fine. That's their choice. So my choice as a consumer is to be like, I'm going to continue using my other options. Super Yimbo to the win. And one day I'll get a Hasbro one. One day I will. I'm kind of want to see how these all come out. A lot of my buddies have been ordering, I think, right? If anybody's ordered it here, please let you know. Just check the chat. If you look at the chat, thank you, Michael, for throwing my train of consciousness off, stream of consciousness. Anyway, there he is. I will probably one day get the Hasbro one. I really do want to kind of see how they come out, to be perfectly honest. I think that they could be amazing, or they're going to look like those awful Poe Dameron figures. So we just have to see. Like, I would love it. But for the time being, I'm going to still keep using my bearded Superman and my Captain America as my stand-in. So, I love this so much. I'm posing him up this way because I was just watching tonight the Super Pets movie, and that's how Superman was flying with the one hand out and the one hand back. And just, by the way, that movie was cracking me up. We didn't finish it tonight, but it's like legit. It was very good. It's on HBO Max. So the only issue, and this is what I explained last week, is that Mafex, the early Superman ones, bunched at the bottom rather than lying down the side. But in the grand scheme of things, who cares? I can get amazing stuff. And just that red cape is just, it's Superman. I needed a cape on Superman. So thank you for like, I wanted to like, I had to show them off. And here for my ending on a toy photography tip, I wanted to show one last time. This is what I bought. Hardell. This is the Dremel. That's the diamond stone, whatever, like Dremel that it comes with. It has a bunch of them. I can't stress enough being able to, like, I perfected that Superman. Like, I love that toy. I love that toy now. It's so cool. And here's some now more. I reviewed Lobo way back when. I love that I didn't have a Lobo. This is a beautiful, awesome Lobo. I know, super cool, Nicotronis, like, you know, buddies of mine making sick custom heads for that Lobo with like the classic hair up and the cigar. Like, awesome. I don't mind this one, but my issue was that Lobo had great waist, but then absolutely nothing up top. Like, you couldn't do anything. So I mean, I love this. This is a great figure. And now I popped them off, torso mod, and all of a sudden, boom, I can now do all of the things. And as you know, I always do the punch because that's my biggest concern when I buy these action figures. Can I punch? Because if I can get a good punch out of a guy, then I can do everything. I can web swing. I can do all the kicks. I could do all the things. So I could not do that before. And just a simple, took about 5-10 minutes, like I said, each figure. And it's infinite movement now. So for anybody that's knocked this, I mean, this is an awesome figure, once again, with the weathering and the sculpt and the details. I have been a fan of McFarlane's, and again, going back and now revisiting figures that like had frustrated me previously and now putting this fresh coat of positivity over them. I love it. I love it. I'm super stoked. So that Lobo's sick. I'm a big fan. I had reviewed Arkham Knight, and he was like the first McFarlane. Remember, if you're new, I've complained about McFarlane because of this lack of like articulation. I'm really into dynamic posing and like just the way that he was. They were pegged in the top torso. You just couldn't get any upper torso crunch. So Arkham Knight was a figure that it was when I had stopped buying McFarlane's totally. Finally, like Arkham Knight brought me back because I love the Arkham series. I love this character. I love this, so he was so smooth. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't need the mod. Okay. He didn't really need the mod, but now that I keep saying, for me, I've perfected it. Like I have my process down. And I did. I modded him top and bottom of the torso, of the main torso piece, the dremeled out. And once again, it's so great. So much more twist and bend. So much more. Stunning. Stunning. Let's see, what's King of Turtles saying? The heads alone are probably worth more than 20. Oh, you're talking about for the Superman. That's so maybe, all right. So maybe it is worthwhile. I mean, like when I busted my Vapor, I've been selling him. I still have pieces of that first one. And I've just been selling them inexpensively. Just, hey, here's $10 for thing, or here's that, like just for parts. So maybe I'll just do that then. Maybe I'll just put it on there because, man, maybe people would want the Cavill heads for a Mofex body because they work on the peg. That is true. And now Michael Perry's last comment, that's fine. Like the funny thing is when I comment on people's Instagrams, I'm probably duking out too, man. So don't worry about it. Some of my most insightful comments are what I am one with myself. And finally, enough of that potty talk. And finally, Aquaman. Technically I still have. I have the Snyder Cut Justice League. I really did not like the black suit Cavill head. It just looks like a Snapchat filter. I don't know. It's like soft glow. There's no detail to it. It's lifeless. I think that Momoa looks great. Whoop, there he is. I think that's a really good likeness. So what frustrated me, as always, is he had no twisting. So I'm stoked because I'm kind of into the idea of a comic and a movie version. I don't mind having those kind of duplicates. I know Spider-Man and there's like everybody has their like Wolverine for people, Deadpool for like I have characters that I will get duplicates on, but I think otherwise I'm okay with like a movie and comic. So once I get those from the majority, and I like the Momoa version. Yeah. What is what does he say? My man. So I popped this stuff off. This guy, because he is an older McFarlane, took forever to actually remove, to the point where like I think a little of the green kind of came off, but it's so weathered and beautiful looking that it didn't affect it. So I finally did, and here we go. It went from like nothing. It was that. It was it. That was it. I mean, you guys get the idea. If you don't, I don't have to keep bending all of these guys in front of you. It's just nice to see that like this works, especially with these guys with like the soft rubber thing. But because of the abdomen, it does work. It folds over the belt. You can still get the nice twisting. Speaking of which, here we go. I'm gonna go with Knull for a second. This is a harder rubber. So even though he has the big click, see, he can go back that way. He can crunch forward, but you kind of have to look at that. You have to do that. See, I had to get it over the belt. And I'm not going to want to hold him in that pose. So that's all he can get. So because of the design. And then my worry, and that's why I don't want to do it, he's going to be more of a static type of character I'm going to shoot, is I don't want this curling up on me. But with the McFarlane, with Arkham Knight, with Aquaman, the rubber is so soft on those center kind of armor pieces, they do tend to bounce back. And if not, you just heat it up again, push it into place, and then throw it in the fridge. I did that with Batgirl to fix her, like where the legs socket, like over the line, whatever. So it works. That stuff works. So I don't mind it. And yeah, I'm super stoked to have big dog in the house. So guys, I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I am going to restart my Chrome and get all that stuff, make sure I can screen share, because I have literally, I wish I could, I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll put it on my story after tonight, but I have like Preview, which is a Mac, app that has all of my pictures from last year's Comic-Con, which again, maybe 10. It wasn't anything nuts. I have a video of us going up the escalator to kind of see the whole thing. And then I also had a picture of the Toy Talk. So this is another thing I want to leave you guys with. If you're looking for ideas to shoot for toy photography, my friends over at Toy Talk for You are doing Tusktober. So it's for Halloween. It's in the honor of my friend Ryan Paradis. It's Tuscan Traders, our friend, like that we lost at the beginning of September. So they put together this really touching tribute, which is also going to help, give you some toy photography ideas. I think it's every other day or a couple times a week, 2-3 times a week. But anyway, the post is up on the Toy Talk for You page over on Instagram. So again, I recommend, depending on where you're finding me, whether it's TikTok, whether it's YouTube Shorts, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, Instagram is always going to be my main communication hub. In terms of that's where all my friends are. That's where all the friends I've made in the last 2 years in the toy community. And now I'm trying to branch out and just, there's the community is huge. It's a matter of just meeting new people and saying hi. So, like I said, depending on where you saw me, I do recommend a lot of the stuff I do talk about is over at Instagram, because that's why, because that's where my main friendships are. So that's about it. Speaking of friendships, hey, look at that. It's Dave. Dave, my boy Lago Figs. Oh, dude, yes. Did you get it for $6? Did you get this for $6? Your daddy drip. X-Men daddy drip. Because that's what I did. And honestly, I would have paid full price if I saw it in the store when I did. But for $6, I was so happy. But so ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Once again, as I always tell you, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your life watching me talk about toys. That's so cool. I love it. I appreciate it. You have no idea. So no idea how much I appreciate getting to do this with you guys and having a blast. So I hope you have literally a tremendous rest of your weekend. Those, hang on to those little remnants. And I do hope you have a fantastic start to your week on Monday. And keep in mind, TikTok, I'm going to be posting stuff. I'll be give you some updates. Instagram, always on my story. That's where I'm trying to put out the main things, just that are happening around me with toys in the moment. And that's where I'll be putting out information regarding upcoming streams. On YouTube, as soon as I make that decision, I will make sure that I get it up and running. So the link, so you can set the reminder for yourself. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, this was great. Seriously, McFarlane's have been killing it. Parallax doesn't even need the torso mod. That's how much he just does naturally. Parallax is great. This is a really great one. And going back, this is an old Hal. Squishy doesn't even need the mod. Now all right. Honestly, look, I can't let go of you guys. This has been so much fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this evening. So thank you, everybody. I'll be over on Instagram. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you Marco. Ha ha! I'll see you, buddy. Peace.